special. Look, we're all Urban League, generationally so. My family goes back 3 generations to Urban League involvement. And I know we not only have a national organization, we have local affiliates. I just got to start by giving love to Vivian Cox Frazier, my Urban League leader. And then second, I hope we can get a little excited again for this. We have one of the greatest civil rights leaders in the history of America at the top of the Urban League in Mark Moriarty. I called this man up, as I did last week, to vent to him, to empty my frustrations, to strategize, to get input, to get advice. He is not a senator, but he is a part of my team, my inner circle that helps me make sure we get things done. And look at this man right now. Look closely at his right knee. This man has been saddled. They tried to stop him, tried to knock him down, tried to sweep the leg. But you all know this. Knock us down, we get up. Push us back, we march forward. The history of our nation is them trying to take out leaders and foot soldiers and us showing that no matter what you do, still we rise.
Yeah.
And so I just want to say just 2 more things. First of all, I am a part of a team in Congress. To be a part of the CBC means you're not alone. And when I got to the United States Senate, I was the only African American in the Democratic caucus. And I felt a little lonely, but I would just have to cross the Capitol and sit with heroes. People that literally, because of their labors, I got over. We have generational leaders in the Congressional Black Caucus representing from the Civil Rights generation, through the X generation, through the millennials. Max, I think you're like Generation Z or A. I can't figure it out. What the heck you are? I just know you need to shave your head or something. But I have been a part of many organizations, but perhaps the one I am most grateful to be affiliated now with is the Congressional Black Caucus, truly the conscience of Congress and some of the greatest collection of leaders I have ever seen in the Senate. The second thing I want to say is I get to work on the Senate side and I'm not lonely anymore. Let me tell you something, one of the greatest leaders I've served with, and she'll only be there for a short time, is LaFonza Butler. If you see this woman, please recognize her for what she is doing right now standing in the breach. And when I've got LaFonza in front of me, the guy that has my back is sitting over there at that table. A man with more titles in the Newark Public Library, Doctor, Reverend, but the title I'm most excited about is that he is a senator and he is my friend. Raphael Warnock is one of the most exceptional leaders in all of Congress. And y'all think you know him now, but you ain't seen nothing yet. I think his coming years, he will ascend to one of the great moral voices that the Senate has ever had. And so I just want to say that in the Senate now we've got 4. I know this is a 501c3, but I'm going to say it. We got 4, but I want more. We need more African Americans in the United States Senate. We need more black women in the United States Senate. And we should be thinking about that. Because 4 is nice, but we're not 4% of this country. We need to make sure that we bring more to the table. The final thing I'm going to say, in the absurdity of this moment, my parents came here after college. In the early 1960s, my father graduated from North Carolina Central University. My mom is a Fisk grad. They came to Washington, D.C. in hopes for opportunity. And my father, a poor boy from the mountains of North Carolina, found door closed to him after door closed to him. But when he came to the Washington, D.C. Urban League, they told him, we got you. He got his first job because of the Urban League, working with Sinclair Oil Company. And that manager in that company told him, listen man, you should go get another job. They're never going to make a nigger a manager. The Urban League helped him get his second job with Woodrow and Latham. And then what changed my family's trajectory was the Urban League reached out to my father and said that this small tech company, y'all may never have heard of it, wanted to hire their first black salesman in the DC, Virginia, Maryland area. And it was the Urban League that got my father a job with this small tech company called IBM.
Wow.
And when black people come to the table, and that racism and bigotry that this organization has fought so hard against is opened up. My father became one of their top 5% of their global salesmen, got promoted to Madison Avenue, IBM headquarters in New York, and that's where he raised me and my family. I would not be here today if it wasn't for this organization. You gotta know your roots. You can't have fruits without the roots. So while you all for me, I just want you all to know that the work you do today is planting seeds for a harvest in the future. I want you all to know that our labors are not in vain. I want you all to know, though the obstacles seem great, we are greater. I want you all to know that the best days of this nation are still ahead of us. We cannot afford to surrender to cynicism. We can't bow down to despair. We have always been a people of hope, not because we summon it from the ether, but because we manufacture it in our hearts, on our grit, our guts, and our gumption.
All right. All right.
Tomorrow is a better day, but today we